Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy and I'm from Singapore together with George. Alright, so please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so because I've got new videos uploaded for you all the time. Alright, so in today's video we're just going to do a quick show and tell of these three Seiko tunas out here. Alright, so I think sometime last year I did a comparison video of three different tuna style watches, and that one I'll just put a link in the comment section below. So this one here today, this edition, 2022 edition, I'm going to feature all three Seiko tunas that I've got here in the studio, and these three watches belong to me. Alright, so just take a look over here. We've got tunas of different price points, different levels, different categories. To start off, we've got this Seiko Solar tuna here, and reference number for this one is SNE498. Alright, so this is actually my favorite among the three. Okay, you'll be surprised. Okay, it is a very humble piece here, not expensive. I think I must have got this one at low 300 Singapore dollars. Okay, it's got a solar quartz movement. Alright, it's got a plastic shroud. Okay, this part here is made of plastic, and that incurred the wrath of many Seiko tuna fans out there. Okay, so they feel that Seiko tunas must be metal, everything metal, stainless steel, ceramics or titanium, whatever. It has to be some sort of metal and not plastic. Alright, plastic belong to G-Shock, but for me I think this is very useful because it makes the watch so light and just so pleasant to wear. Alright, the Solar Tuna 498, and just to add on here, alright, the color combi here is just beautiful. Alright, the gold and black color combi together with the vintage style hands here. I think overall this watch here, it gives unrivaled value for money. Alright, I feel very happy whenever I wear this one. Very light, very wearable, and this is actually one of my more regular watches in the rotation. And we've got the next tuna over here. This is the SBB N031, and this is a very popular model among Seiko tuna fans out there because this one here is seen, alright, as the bona fide Seiko tuna. Alright, it's got the quartz movement, 7C46, and it's got this dome crystal over here, alright, that is creating all sorts of havoc with the lights here. Alright, so these little dots here, they're not the studio light, they're my house lights. Okay, and this one here has all stainless steel construction. Alright, and for many fans out there, including myself, alright, I have to admit, for me this is the classic Seiko tuna. Alright, the classic look, all steel, black and white design, round markers, dot markers. And to add on here, I really love the fact that this one here, being a JDM model, it has this kanji day wheel here. Okay, I don't know Yue is this character here, Yue, I don't know what it's for. I think it's for Tuesday, or is it Monday? Alright, I have no idea. I have to go check out on that, but I do think that this is a very cool feature, the kanji day wheel. And the movement here is the 7C46, which is a very reliable, tried and tested movement. I think this movement is about 20 years old, and it requires a battery change every now and then. I think 5 years interval, and I think for me this is the ultimate tool watch when it comes to Seiko divers. It does ship on this really cool looking bracelet with some kind of titanium clasp or adjustable clasp, which I've just put it aside in the watch box because for me Seiko tunas, they have to come on rubber straps. Alright, they must be worn on rubber straps. And for the third tuna in the video today, this is the one that I've just recently reviewed. Alright, this is the limited edition Violet Ocean tuna. It is even bigger than this one here. Alright, this watch here is already a beast, alright, at 47.5 millimeters. The Violet Ocean tuna here is even bigger. Alright, in 2018, I think Seiko launched a series of reissues, and this is one of those LEs. Alright, only 800 pieces made, and this model here actually features this very special looking violet hue kind of shroud here. Alright, material here is known as cermat, so it's a mix of ceramic and metal. I don't know how these guys do it, but I must tell you that this material here Alright, looks fantastic and it feels fantastic too. Alright, so running through over here, alright, the feeling here is just fantastic. Feels like metal, at the same time it is also a type of ceramic, so you get the best of both worlds. Okay, the scratch resistance of ceramics as well as the durability of steel. Alright, so I think overall in terms of materials, this one here is the outright winner. Okay, even the case back here is something special. Is some kind of a coated, DLC coated type of titanium, and again I believe it's got some level of scratch resistance. Okay, this watch here, I think everything here is like high-end, high-quality parts. Alright, so the buckle here, the strap keeper, they're all, I think, DLC coated. I'm not such a big fan of this strap over here. It's got too much text going on, and I'm also not a big fan of how this watch wears. Okay, so in my next part of the video, we're going to talk about the wearability of these watches. So first up, we've got the Solar Tuna SNE498. This one here wears like a dream. Okay, so very thin at 12 millimeters. Alright, you can see there's almost no case back protrusion. Fantastic looking watch here, very comfortable, very lightweight. This one here comes in at just under 100 grams on strap. Very nice to wear, feels really good. You can wear it the whole day, and I really think this entire series, the SNE Tuna series, they are just runaway winners here. Great value for money. You can get this one all year round at around 300 Singapore dollars. And next up, we've got the SBB N031, and this one here, again, despite being a really huge watch, no problems at all when it comes to wearability. You've got a 4 o'clock crown here, no issues at all with the crown digging into your back of your hand. And what's more important here is that the case back doesn't protrude too much. Alright, so overall, the case size, the watch here is still very manageable. I don't really like the height of the entire watch. Alright, it's a little bit too thick, and I'm not such a big fan of this dome crystal here. It's a Harlex crystal, not sapphire. The newer versions, SBB N045, they've got this some kind of inside dome crystal, which I think would be a better choice, because take a look over here. The dome crystal here is just creating havoc here with all the reflections and the lights and all that. And lastly, we've got the Big Daddy Cool in the house. Alright, this one here is just a beast. Alright, close to 50 millimeters case size, but it's no longer so wearable due to this protruding case back here. Okay, here you can see that the case back is so thick, and it sort of lets the watch sit just that bit higher, right, than a normal watch should. Okay, and it's really uncomfortable. So if you were to do like big movements and all that, I'm pretty sure this one here will bang against the chair, the table, the doorway, or something like that. Okay, so overall wearable, but not a big fan of this overall thickness here. Alright, 16.1 millimeters thickness. I don't think that's a good idea. So this video proves that you can get your Seiko Tuna at any price range. Okay, we've got this one here, typically goes for about low 300 Singapore dollars. Alright, the Solar Tuna. And we've got this one here, it's discontinued, so the SBB N045 typically goes for about 1,400 to 1,500 Singapore dollars, depending on which version you're getting. So this one here, I would say, is like the mid to high range of Seiko divers. It still has that 7C46 movement, which is, to me, a classic Seiko movement. No issues at all. Alright, so you don't really need an automatic movement or spring drive movement for your tune-up. And lastly, in the higher price category, we've got this one here. Alright, the S23627 series. Alright, they've got a few designs. I think they have one that is all black, stealthy look, and there is also one with the vintage hands and all that. But this one I have is the S23627J1, also known as SBB N042. Okay, and I really think that this model here represents, the top range when it comes to Seiko tunas. Okay, we're not talking about grand Seikos or spring drive tunas out there, but this one here, in terms of quartz 1000 meters diver, I think this one here is right at the top. Okay, but sadly, I don't think it's very wearable due to this extreme thickness. Okay, you've got a thickness of over 16 millimeters. Come on, this is no longer 2008, 2009 where you wear U-boats and all that. Okay, those things are about 18, 19 millimeters thick. Okay, crazy thickness. So of course, big disclaimer here, these are my own findings, my own feelings towards these tunas that I've got. Okay, so I don't really go deep diving or dive into the ocean or something like that. So normally I would prefer to have watches that are more wearable, you know, not so susceptible to knocks against doorways. So there you have it. That was my quick comparison video about these three Seiko tunas. Okay, again, like I mentioned, there is a Seiko for everyone out there at every price point. Okay, and I'm sure my viewers out there, some of you would have owned one of these Seiko tunas. All right, so tell me what you think in the comment section below. All right, I welcome all sorts of comments, and I see you next week. This is Andy. I'm from Singapore together with George. Bye bye.